Meet Justin, soft-spoken, recovering alcoholic, trying to be a decent husband and maybe not completely lose it this time around. He surprises his very pregnant, very on-bed-rest wife, Allison, with a freshly painted nursery that screams Pinterest Dad of the Year. But the vibe? Weird. Like Hallmark music, but also ominous thunder. Weird. Something's clearly gone down in the past. Cue tragic backstory involving a previous pregnancy that didn't end with balloons and baby showers. They host a baby shower anyway, because trauma bonding, and it's the quietest, saddest, most polite congratulations party this side of a funeral. Later, Allison teases Justin like, "You're gonna leave me soon." Not in a dramatic soap opera kind of way, just because he's got jury duty. Cut 2. The courthouse. Enter Faith Killebrew. Power heels, power hair, and a prosecutorial fire burning in her eyes. She's chatting with her campaign manager, who basically tells her, "Win this domestic violence murder trial, and you'll be the new district attorney. You got this, girl boss. No pressure." Right? The man on trial? James Scythe. Think, local bad boy turned rehabbed softie, accused of killing his ex-girlfriend Kendall in a parking lot brawl that escalated from loud arguing to someone died. Witnesses? Meh. Motive? Maybe. Evidence? Shaky. But Scythe's sketchy record means the whole town's ready to toss him in a cell and throw away the Netflix password. Back in jury selection, Justin, now clutching a medical letter like a get-out-of-court-free card, begs the judge to let him off the hook because his wife is about to pop, and this stress isn't helping either of them. The judge squints at him like, "Cool story, bro," and bam, he's selected. "Congratulations, you're juror number 2. He breaks the news to Allison. She takes it like any hormonal, emotionally worn woman would, with concerned eyes and visible fear he'll crack under pressure. Again. Court starts, and so do the flashbacks. We're told Scythe and Kendall got sloshed at some sketchy bar with sticky floors and cheap beer. Things escalated. Words were shouted. Bottles were thrown. Kendall stormed off into the rain like every dramatic indie movie protagonist, and Scythe eventually followed her into the night. And then, it happens. Justin, imagining the scene, starts realizing he was there that night, sitting in a booth, drinking nothing but sadness. He remembers staring at a glass of untouched whiskey while drama unfolded around him. He didn't notice the shouting, didn't see the fight, too busy mourning lost babies and feeling like a ghost. But the real kicker? As Kendall walked off into the storm, Justin was also driving off in the same direction. He crossed a bridge, rain pelting the windshield, and then bang! A thud. He stops, gets out. His bumper is wrecked. He sees a deer crossing sign and thinks, "Well, guess I hit Bambi's cousin." But he sees no deer, no body, no blood, just vibes and anxiety. Smash cut back to court. Faith is talking about Kendall's body being found at the bottom of a ravine, blunt force trauma. Justin's face goes white, like, "I just realized I may have vehicular manslaughtered someone." White. He runs to the bathroom to hurl, and another juror casually checks in like, "You good?" Justin mumbles something about the crime scene photos, while internally screaming, "Am I the killer?" Enter Larry, Justin's AA sponsor, also conveniently a lawyer, basically Gandalf in khakis. Larry senses something's up. Justin confesses he may have been at the scene of the crime, may have hit something, and definitely didn't drink. But hey, who's gonna believe him with his DUI rap sheet? Larry does what any supportive friend/legal counsel would, tells him to shut up. You say one word, they'll hang you out to dry faster than a towel in the Namibian sun. Keep quiet. Meanwhile, Faith and Eric, the defense attorney, are having a drink. Eric's whole vibe is public defender burnout with a heart of gold. He actually believes Scythe didn't do it. Faith's like, "Cool theory, but I need this W to become DA." They sit in silence, sipping drinks and stewing in moral ambiguity. Back to just spiraling. He hears Scythe testify. Scythe says he didn't kill her, he just didn't want to move in. He seems sincere. And Justin? Oh, Justin relates. Too much. This broken man sees pieces of himself in the guy on trial. Dangerous empathy is forming. Then comes deliberation. And if you've seen 12 Angry Men, you know the drill. Vote number 1, 11 say guilty. One man, our sad, possibly killer hero, says, "Let's talk about it." Instant chaos. The jurors react like someone just farted in a church. Enter Harold. Grumpy, logical, suspiciously knowledgeable. He starts poking holes in the case. Eventually, he reveals he's a retired cop, and everyone's like, bro, you can't just not tell people that. But Justin is low-key relieved. Someone else sees the cracks. Weekend intermission. Allison is inching closer to her due date. Emotional landmines everywhere. She urges Justin to wrap things up. He tells her he's one of the jurors holding it up. She doesn't love that, but she gets it. On Monday, Harold hands Justin a suspiciously detailed list of local body shops and vehicles fixed after Kendall's death. He's narrowed it down to 15 cars, and one of them is Justin's make and model. He asks Justin to fess up so they can rule him out. Justin freaks, drops the list, and the bailiff gets involved. Boom. Now they're in front of the judge. Harold takes the fall and gets dismissed. Justin stays. Technically innocent of side investigating, but guilty of sweating bullets. Enter Juror 13. She's obsessed with true crime and thinks everything is a murder conspiracy. She immediately latches onto the hit-and-run theory like it's a new Netflix docuseries. Another juror, a med student no less, looks at the x-rays and goes, actually, these fractures look more like car impact than falling. Everyone nods like CSI jury room is in full swing. Another guy pipes up about Scythe's tattoo and insists he's evil. But Justin's like, people can change. He pulls out his AA coin and drops the mic with his story of redemption. Suddenly, Scythe's not the only one who deserves a second chance. Meanwhile, Faith is investigating. Harold's list gets to her. She starts knocking on doors, narrowing down the remaining 15 cars. And guess what? One of them belongs to Justin. But she doesn't know that yet, because Allison answers the door. Faith drops the bomb. Did your husband hit a deer near the bar? And Allison, sweet, gentle, emotionally fraying Allison, is now suspicious. Why was Justin even near that bar? Back at home, the confrontation. Allison connects the dots. She realizes Justin lied about where the accident happened. He confesses he was grieving. He just needed to sit in that bar, remember the twins, and feel something. He swears he didn't drink. He just didn't want to put his pain on her, and now he may have accidentally killed someone. Justin goes to Larry again, tells him the jury is split 6-6. Larry warns him, if it's a mistrial, the case will be retried and someone will look deeper. It won't go away. A verdict, even a guilty one, will shut it all down. Justin is torn. Truth versus safety, justice versus family. Welcome to moral limbo. Population 1. The verdict, guilty. Scythe gets life. Faith is DA-elect. But outside the courtroom, she looks at Justin and knows there's something off. They talk. Not directly, not accusingly, just two people weighed down by impossible decisions. Justin admits, sometimes a good man hits a deer, and sometimes a criminal goes to prison. Faith replies, and sometimes you do what you have to for the greater good. They share a look, the kind of look that says, this isn't justice, but it's what we've got.